Hello, everybody. Welcome to this stream where the players are reminding me, the supposed DM, of the things that are happening in this session because I didn't remember some of them. You ready to go, Pua? I see your little hedgehoggy mouth chewing on some forest
Yes.
forest goodies.
I'm just having hat snacks for orphans.
Hat snacks for orphans. Yeah. Spread it around.
So in the running ticker of how much gold we have 894 gold. Oh, wait. We spent some. We have 464 gold, a bunch of shit.
Oh, we bought a bunch of potions, yeah.
Well, we also got a bunch of stuff off of the dead bodies, but I'll get there in a minute. So, at the start of last session, we were met by a huge mountainous creature coming towards us. It was like rocky and lava-y, and we decided to run away, which was good. We had a lot of low rolls, and running away was pretty detrimental to most of us. We finally made it out of the Scorched Grove and found that a huge section of the Humblewood had caught fire. Let's see. It takes us 2 days, but we get to the Alderheart. We meet with the Bird Council. When we meet with the Bird Council, we note that from the Alderheart, we can see smoke covering the sky from where the woods are burning. Beta and Beta are both in the council chamber. We tell them about the monster. Beta recollects about whether or not it's what her mother spoke of, because her mother was a seer. We decide to go see Gabe at the Avium library. And we decide to not take the road. We decide to go through the woods. We got some gold, so we went shopping. We spent 500 gold on potions with Susan. Let's see. We ran into Tevor, who had just gotten promoted, and he gave us a metal helmet that does some magical shit. We cut through the woods. We saw a moving bush, and behind that bush, there was like leaves and vines and shit. Benson skirted us around it, and we rested overnight in the treehouse. And then on our second day of travel, it's eerily quiet when a burly Mawpock sitting on a path picking his teeth with a dagger. He's nearly 6 feet tall, and there's 4 dudes and the guy picking his teeth, and then we fight him, and we take the leader, Crawl, prisoner, and Crawl is really mad at Benna, and we don't know why, and we decide to take him back to the... Crawl is mad at Benna for making a deal with the Alderheart. Now my notes make sense. I was very... Sorry.
Is that the end? I didn't hear like an ending cadence. That it was an epic journey we went on. Yeah, you guys are hanging with Crawl. You did you tie him up? I don't quite remember.
I think it's manacled him.
Oh, you guys had manacles. Right.
Yo, they'll just come in clutch, I gotta say.
Friend of the stream, Jepson, has entered the frame.
Hi. He's a top tier subscriber on Twitch.
Okay, yeah, so you are there. You have Crawl manacled. No, the answer is you did not rest for the evening.
One of the ladies got away. We killed some of them, but that lady who could duplicate herself got away. Did you? I could barely hear you. I heard bitch.
She likes to be called a Vulpin. Thanks.
Yes. Yeah, and Crawl is sitting there, kind of like gnashing his teeth, really, really hurt and very pissed off as well. Just glaring out at you from his his one good eye, the other one entirely scarred over. Also pissed off at the loot you took off of him.
Did you want me to read the loot list? I have a loot list.
No, you do not, I think, need to start every session reading the list of all the loot you have. No, I think we're good.
start every session. I was just gonna recap the loot we got last time. Otherwise, I'm just doing a gold piece count.
This is like the banker in Monopoly.
It's my dream role.
Yeah. But there you are, and Krull's not really talking. He doesn't really know what to do, what to make of the lot of you yet. So he's staying quiet and glaring. And you are there, still at the site of this recently finished battle.
Well,
Pick them?
Sure.
Alright, I'm gonna pick them.
Arr.
I'm gonna ask them, what you doing in my waters?
What?
What are you doing in these parts? Picking your teeth, trolling around, attacking people that you don't know? It's rude.
This is my territory. You all walked in on me.
Well, you're a terrible host. Just attacking people that walk into your territory.
and to be quite literal, it's ours now because we have control of the bandit lands, so we're kind of in charge of you.
Just because Benna made a deal with that Birdfolk Council doesn't mean that all of us are gonna bow to these winged fools.
I don't have wings.
Those in the tree.
Did you know that they're putting a Mopok on the council? It's amazing.
Just one.
Just one, but it's a start. And his name is Brad, and he's a working class man. I think you'd really get him.
I don't want to hear anything about that.
All change has to start somewhere, dude.
Yeah.
Whatever. If you're gonna lock me up, whatever you're gonna do, just go ahead and do it.
Well,
Do with them. We can drag them to the Avium with us.
Hey, it's really quiet. Why can't I hear any birds? Oh, there they
I scared
are.
them all away.
Oh, nope, I hear them now. I think my ears just had to pop. There we go.
Oh, nice.
I know. I was like, oh no, like a dinosaur.
Another eerie silence.
What is, wait, do we know this dude's name?
Yeah, crawl.
Crawl. Alright, what is Crawl's most oozy wound?
You'd have to go back to what was happening last time. I feel like you guys were really attacking at a distance for most of it. He probably has an arrow in him.
Alright, I'm gonna walk over and I'm gonna grab the arrow and I'm gonna twist it.
Oh.
And I'm gonna say, why did you attack us?
I think he's just a jerk. I don't know if he has an ulterior motive.
I am Krull, the Scavenger King.
So I'm gonna walk over to Crawl, and I'm gonna clutch my holy symbol, and I'm gonna put my hand on his head, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on him
Okay.
in an attempt to make peace
Yeah,
with
make the
a
death
criminal,
hurt
because
more.
this is what we always do.
Yeah, mark off the spell slot and let me know how much Krull heals for.
Give me 1 second. I didn't have my sheet open. My bad.
It's okay.
There it is.
Yeah, he still, after that, is looking at you warily, like not quite sure why you did that, especially after your friend just, like, literally twisted the arrow that is sticking out. Although I think as you hit...
Because I'm a priest.
As you do cure wounds, right? Like, the magic, like, pushes the arrow out as some of those internal wounds heal, and then, Rin, your hand comes away with the arrow still dripping with Krull's blood.
I'm gonna wipe it on my coat and hand it back to Q.
Thank you. I'm gonna just like poke his foot with it a little bit and be like, I mean, we could do this all day.
Guys, don't taunt him. It's not going to help.
Yeah, listen to this guy.
So now that you're feeling a little bit better, perhaps you could be nicer to us.
Oh, I'll be real nice. Don't you worry.
Listen, I can only do so much magic in a day. But if I have to turn around and kill you after healing you, I'll do it. Don't get me wrong.
Just take me where you're going. Are we going back to the older heart?
No, we're going to the Avium to see Gabe.
Going to see books.
Dave?
Gabe!
I don't know any Dave.
Man, this Mopok is useless.
Crawl, tell us more about that Vulpin lady that ran off.
Yeah.
Roll probably an intimidation check.
Tell us about her.
There's a lot of mixed signals here, right? We're healing them, we're kicking them. There's a lot going on. But I'm going to go
keep
with...
him on his toes.
You just said that you wanted to also hit him, so I'm going to say Q. That would be an intimidation.
I just poked his little paw with an arrow. 7.
I should have thaumaturged you.
Just one of the people that work for me.
Got some interesting people in your service there.
That's right, followers of the rightful king of this land.
Wait,
Not too many left,
like
though.
king?
What?
You consider yourself a king?
Of course.
That is so lame.
What do you mean?
Crown.
Yeah, we don't like monarchies. Boo.
And you don't even have a crown. What kind of king is that?
I got a crown, it's just not here.
What's it made out of?
Trash.
That's the kind of crown I can get behind.
Right, it's a statement on hierarchical class structure.
Alright, I can get down with that. I don't really want to... What? I keep reading his name. Crawl. Can Crawl walk? Crawl, can you walk?
If he can't, I bet he can crawl.
So just his hands are manacled right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of like just awkwardly using his manacled hands gets up on his 2 feet and says, "Oh, yeah, I could walk."
Alright, let's go see some punk-ass book jockeys.
Before we go, I'm gonna take my piece of hempen rope, and I'm gonna put it around the manacles so that there's like a piece coming off each side, so that 2 people can be in control of Crawl at a time.
So say that again. You tie a rope so it's coming off of either side of him, so he's in the he's the middle buddy in like a preschool
Yes.
rope gang.
Yeah, so 2 people have him under their control at a time.
All right. That is fine. Give me the marching order then. Who's leading? Who is grabbing onto Crawl?
Who's the strongest? Because I'm not very strong. Rin.
I'm semi-strong.
I'm a fighter, so I should be strong unless I put...
So, why don't we do Benson, me, Rin, holding one of Crawl's things, Crawl, and then Q holding Crawl's other thing. Does that sound amenable to everybody?
Yeah.
Holla.
Huzza, huzza.
Huzza, huzza.
I'm sorry, can you say that one more again?
Yes, Benson, me, Rin holding Crawl, Crawl, Q holding Crawl.
Okay.
I might want to live because I'm pretty beautiful.
Yeah, like we have no help, right?
Yeah, we have like no health. We have 0.
Yeah, and it's still only about midday, so you have plenty of time to travel.
No, that's like... That's so much of a day left.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait,
I have 22 hit points. How many did you have?
I have
Hold
7.
on. My channel divinity is stronger now, right? Because we leveled up.
You did level up.
It's something about my wizard level, isn't it?
Well,
Wait,
if you took a level in wizard, it would be. No, you mean your cleric level?
Yeah, it's the one I'm talking about.
So
that
you
one.
are now. You are now a level 4 cleric. Yeah.
That's
correct.
not what I wanted to bring up. This one?
it's nice.
Starting at that's second. Starting at second level.
Second.
I evoke healing energy that restores the number of hit points equal to 5 times my cleric level. So we're level 4 now?
Yeah. Did you already use your channel divinity today?
Yeah, not today.
Okay.
I have it unerased. I used it last session, but not
Last session,
today.
yeah, but that was when you guys were still in the Scorched Grove. So yeah, certainly if you want to use your channel divinity to preserve life as a life cleric, you certainly can.
Perfection. Since there are 4 of us and I now have 20 hit points I can restore, everybody gets 5.
Woo! Thanks, Pua.
5 points further away from death.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Put
it.
that on a t-shirt.
I'm crossing off my channel divinity.
You do that.
Cross it right off there. Okay,
It's crossed.
so where you cool cats going?
The library.
All right.
Library.
Time to go.
You continue further on towards the Avium, right? And towards the second half of this day's travel, you start getting in much thicker forest. This really old, Benson would notice it's truly an ancient part of the forest here. Thick undergrowth, tall, wide trees. This must be why that the road doesn't, between the Older Heart and the Avium doesn't really go direct there, right? It has to kind of go all the way around. It was the path of least resistance with all of this growth that's there.
Look at these really thick trees. I think that we should take a short rest.
Yeah, and for the... I know we don't do too many birdie things with our bird folk, but keep in mind. So, on the ground, this is considered difficult terrain, which means you all are moving at about half speed. There are plenty of thick branches, all the way up to like 30 feet over your head, that it would be easy enough if you decided any of your bird folk wanted to glide between the trees. Because remember, that is something you could do as well. If you decided to do that, you would be moving at normal speed. It would not be considered difficult terrain.
But then you lose us.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And
Is channel divinity considered a spell or no?
no, it is a class feature.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Yep.
I got distracted.
No problem. And then, like, 60 feet above your head, right? This tree actually makes a pretty thick canopy. There's not terribly large amount of light that is here, and it's hard to, you can't really see the sky. So you are definitely in a different part of the forest than you were previously.
Cool.
Is it dark and damp?
It is darker. It's a bit damp, but not terribly. It's not swampy, right? Like
There
there's
are mushrooms around?
if you want to look for them, you could certainly roll. If you guys are taking a short rest, I know Pua suggested it. You can. Rin, if you're gonna search for mushrooms, if you're just looking kind of around where you're resting, it would be one kind of roll. If you were like, I'm gonna find some fucking mushrooms, then you wouldn't be able to take that rest, but you could spend the time looking for mushrooms.
I will just take a little, cruise around while I'm resting. Looking for mushrooms.
Yeah, sure. If you guys are going to take a
Can
short...
I cast a spell before I short rest?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cast false light so I can give myself some more hit points.
Well, remember, when you take a short rest, you can roll hit die if you choose to.
Oh,
I
that's
should have
right.
suggested this before I used
Yeah,
my
so it's only a short rest, so you can spend whatever hit die you have. You have 1 hit die for each of your level, for what level you are. And none of you multi-classed, so you all have 4 hit die.
You don't get any spell slots or anything like that back, though, right?
No, I don't think any of you are going to get any spell slots back. Benson, you do it.
Yeah, because I'm a Circle of the Land druid, I can take I get half my level in spell slots, so either 2 level 1s or 1 level 2.
Ah, that is cool. That is cool. See, I played a druid, but I was Circle of the Moon, so I don't know that.
That seems significantly better, because you just turn into a bear and maul stuff right away.
That was what I went for. That was my first 5th edition character, except he turned into a giant scorpion and mauled stuff, but you know.
Ooh, I'd rather be a bear.
Yeah, I want to be helpful. It's like, all these things make everyone else happy.
So, wait, what are we doing? We're rolling.
So yeah, if you are taking a short rest, you can feel free to roll hit die to regain health if you so choose. Remember, any hit on a new day, you regain half your max number of hit die. So you will regain. You can use all 4 if you choose, but like on the next day, you'll only regain 2. Just keep a heads up for that.
So if I use 3, how many do I get back?
You get back 2.
Ooh, I got 12.
Because you get that you regain half your total max number of hit die on the following day.
I'm using 1 more.
So wait.
Oh, come on!
Skip Peter.
Yeah, and Rin, if you want to roll a nature check to see if you find any mushrooms, you can do that as well. Crawl is also going to roll some hit die.
Wait, I'm doing a
He's not allowed.
He certainly is.
Nah.
Aw, man.
As soon as he rolls a hit die, I'm gonna stab him.
Well, you don't. I don't think there's a physical effect of like. Oh yeah, there's 5 health right there. Look at that. It's just a matter of as you guys are resting, you know.
I'm just gonna sit with my dagger and poke him.
You're looking a little too chipper there.
Rin, you are, I think, a little peeved with your friends for picking this very unmushroomy location.
No.
Take 1 point of peeved.
Take negative mushroom points. No. No mushrooms for me. I'm so sad there's no mushrooms for me.
I take 2 points just because I have all my healing stuff.
Keep refreshing the Senate rate. Only 8% is recording.
All right. Yeah, after that, Rin, mushroomless, but all of you a bit more rested after spending about an hour in this darker location. Are free to continue on if you so choose. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Benson, you're at the front of the line. Why don't you roll a d6 for me?
Well, good.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like a shrine.
All right, so as you are going, what's your passive perception, Benson?
It's 16, but let me double check.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. That's a big boy number.
17.
17.
Okay.
That's right, it went up because of leveling up.
Yeah, level 4 is cool. You get
Productive now.
That's why I'm usually in front.
You are coming upon a large field, and you see some sort of very large creature, probably close to the size of any of you, though it's a little ways off in this clearing that you haven't quite entered, so it's hard to tell. It's pretty thick and burly looking, and it seems to be staring up at a tree and kind of scratching at it. And as the rest of you kind of get closer, Benson, why don't you roll a nature check for me? If you
Check that nature.
yeah, check that nature, Benson.
Mhm.
Check it.
Oh, natural 20. You know, okay, I'll give you a bunch of info about this then. So you know that this is an owl bear.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, so furry like an owl, feathery like a bear. The happiest combination, right? And it's kind of looking up, and you don't know if there's a fruit in the tree or just something that it wants, but it's kind of like scratching at it. You know, this is a pretty young owl bear. You would say it's definitely not fully grown, because if it was, it would be, you know, definitely towering over the lot of you. And it has not noticed you guys as of this point, but it is kind of like fairly directly in the path of, like, you would go, definitely the easiest way to go is to cross this field, this kind of open clearing, because otherwise, you know, you're continuing to go through this thick underbrush.
I want to ride it.
I don't think we want to go anywhere near them.
It's so cute.
Yeah, but its mom is.
Cute and very dangerous.
But it's so cute.
If there's a baby right there, I bet there's a mom nearby. I don't want to run into that.
What are we supposed to do?
I think we gotta take the long way, skirt around the area. We don't just go straight across the field.
Yeah, but maybe we'll still run into the mom.
Yeah, what if the mom's literally right there where you want to walk?
If we're in the field with the baby, we could at least take the baby hostage if the mom tries to attack us.
Nope.
And then
This all sounds bad.
the baby hostage will become my best friends.
You all don't really know what you're doing at all, do you?
Well, I forgot you were here.
As Rin kind of like exclaims that a little more loudly than you guys had previously been speaking, you see this kind of like big owly face turn around, a beak with a large mouth underneath of it, kind of salivating a bit as this thing on all fours kind of turns and looks in your direction.
Oh, good.
And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
No!
I don't fight it.
I don't want to fight it.
I don't want to fight a baby.
It's so cute.
I don't want to fight the.
Maybe I could just put it to sleep so we don't have to fight it.
At least we're a little healed up. Maybe, you know?
Yeah.
We're not fighting it, so it doesn't matter.
We're gonna let it eat us?
No, Benson's gonna calm it down and we'll be fine.
We're
What?
gonna let it eat crawl.
Do it.
Ooh, that sounds...
You did. What'd you do with the owl? With the eagle? Eagle.
And the wolf.
And the wolf.
I wolfed it. Wolf the wolf.
Can you
All right.
turn into an owl bear?
So 20 is the highest, right? Okay, so the owl bear is gonna go first.
Oh.
Oh.
Doomed.
Okay, who's after that? I see 13. 13 going first, Rin. I see 2 11s. Q, you will go, and then the second one is going to be Kroll. Not that he can do too much, but he is there, so I'll put him in the initiative order. And then, Benson, where are you?
I was
Benson's above me.
Oh, you have the 7?
Yeah, I'm next.
Okay, so Pua with 9, and Benson with 7. Okay, perfect. The owl bear charges, and it's going to
great.
charge right at Benson because Benson's in the front, and that's how it works. So it kind of on all fours jumps up and is going to go after you first with one of its claws. As these large hands rake across you, it's going to be a 21 to hit.
Don't get me.
What?
And not really expecting it, much quicker than it appears, right? The feathers kind of like ruffling in its face from the wind as it rushes out at you. It is going to do 14 points of slashing damage as this big wolfy claw just scratches across you. It is then going to attempt to bite you with its beak.
Ooh.
16 to hit?
I think it will, because I'm going to assume I wouldn't have my shield out while we're walking, so that would put me at, I think, a 14.
Okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
you know what? I'd be at 16 if I had it out, so it'd still hit. So,
Okay. But take a point of inspiration for being a good sport and being true to the role playing of you probably wouldn't have your shield out. So I'm not very good at handing those out, so I always feel good when I remember to. Okay, so it's going to be damage. 11 more points of piercing damage as this beak kind of bites at you and rips out as it lets out this you stumbling back, Pua putting his hand up and catching you so you don't fall with this thing's ferocity. And it stands there right in front of you, like challenging you. That's going to end the owlbear's turn.
I have no spell slots.
And Rin, you're up.
I'm torn. Well, I'm gonna scream, kill it, kill it. Go around. And then okay. That's a baby? Jesus.
That's a thick owl bear.
Yeah.
It's like really ripped. Owl bear baby. Am I able to? Okay, would it count as my action to shove Troll in the path of the owl bear?
Yes. Shove is an action you can take in D&D. Shove is a legit action.
Okay. I'm gonna shove Troll.
Okay. Roll an
Owl bear.
athletics check. Because Crawl does not want to be shoved in the path of the owl bear, so he is going to try and resist that.
Oh no!
Oh.
Cracker. He's too big. He's like 6 feet tall. What was I thinking?
Yeah. He only rolled a 5, so he kind of, he does stumble a bit, but he digs his feet and you hear him going, nope, 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 nope. So that is your action. Kroll is not moving closer to this damn thing with his hands tied.
Okay. Am I in melee range of the bear?
You can easily get in melee range of the bear, but you're not. The only one that is right now is Benson, really, because Benson was right. You guys were kind of single file-ish as Benson was weaving his way through this underbrush, and you guys never entered that clearing. So you're all still kind of like single file.
Can I use my bonus action to hit it with one of my axes? Or no?
Can you use a bonus action attack if you did not attack in your normal action? Honestly, I don't know, but for sake of brevity, I'm going to say yes.
Alright.
And that rule might change as I find the real rule, but I don't see why not, but I'll try to clarify it another time. But yes, right now I will let you do that. All right, natural 20. That's not bad. Yeah, so you run up next to Benson after not being able to push Kroll, take out your axe, and just thwack this thing right in its beefy side. Roll the dice for damage. You're not going to add the modifier, though, because it's a bonus attack.
Okay.
So, like, you know, it's...
So wait, would it just be...
So it rolled 2... No, so it's going to be this 6 plus 3. right? Roll 1d.
Wait, what am I doing?
So if you hover over it, like it's showing right now, if you look at the stream too, it's gonna it rolled 1d6 plus 2 automatically, so you actually rolled a 1.
Oh.
Plus you rolled a 6 because it was a nat 20. So it's gonna do 7 points of damage total to this owlbear. As your axe does sink in, you have to tear it out of this like thick muscle on this creature. That is your action, bonus action, and a little bit of movement. You're good?
Yep.
All right, Q, you are up. What you gonna do?
Is it an action to climb a tree?
No, these trees are pretty easy for you to climb specifically, so it wouldn't be an action. You can just use your movement to climb up.
Okay, I'm gonna use my movement to climb up to a branch that's like, I don't know, like 20 feet off the ground, maybe.
You can climb at about half your movement speed. So if your movement speed is what?
It's 30.
30, so you can get like 15 feet off the ground, no problem. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that.
Sure.
Oh, I don't want to kill it, but I don't know.
Did you not hear me scream, kill it, kill it?
She did. And I was inspired by that. And I think on it, and I'm like, yeah, and I pull out my bow. I'm gonna shoot it with my bow.
Yeah, okay, roll to attack this poor little defenseless baby owlbear.
Oh, 16.
Why do you gotta say these things?
Yeah, Benson, he's not looking
Yes,
good.
with a 16, your very sharp arrow is going to pierce the baby. Roll for damage.
God.
Is anyone in melee?
Yes,
Rin
both
in
Rin
melee.
and Benson are both in melee.
All right. Oh. Don't worry. 9 total.
9 points of damage, good to know.
So I have a 50 hit points. God.
It's just a baby.
Okay, I do want to point out, so at this point, you're 15 feet, means you dropped the rope holding Crawl, so only Pua is holding that rope now.
Great.
Good point, yeah.
And it's Crawl's turn, so he backs up. He doesn't run, he's just like, I'm going to go the opposite way of where Rin was trying to push me. And he just backs up like 10 feet away from this owlbear. Still, Pua, you're still holding him. He's not pulling on you or anything, but his hands are tied. He has no weapon, and he ain't fucking around. Kroll is going to take the dodge action, which means any attacks against him are going to be at disadvantage because he don't want to get hit. And Pua, you're up.
Okay. Fuck it. I'm going into Spiny Ball. I don't want to fight this thing. It's a baby. And fuck Crawl. He can just whatever.
Okay. Pua looks around and just shrinks up into a ball. Spikes.
Oh, I could have
sticking
done
out.
something different. It's all right.
All right. And that makes any attacks against you. I don't know. It does things. If something attacks you, we'll get into that.
Okay.
All right. Benson, you're up.
So, question. Do I have to take my actions in the order of action, then bonus action?
Absolutely not.
All
Nope.
right. Cool.
Man.
You can take a bonus action. You can move, do an action, move again, do a bonus action.
Okay, cool. So if that's the case, I am going to healing word myself.
Okay.
And it's more of like a healing yelp than anything.
Mm-hmm.
A healing gurgle.
To heal myself. That's my bonus action. So that's going to give me... Oh, it is red. That's okay. That was the right character sheet. 8 back.
Okay.
There.
Oh,
Oh, thank you. Where'd all my stuff go? So, very good. 15. And then I am actually going to use my action to wild shape into an ape.
An ape? What?
Damn.
Yeah.
I can't do anything because I don't have the cool druid abilities, but I'm gonna give myself a little bit of a intimidating kind of ape move.
All right.
So,
It is an action to transform.
It is if you're not a moon
A
druid.
moon. I thought so. Okay, I was making sure
Mhm.
of that. Okay, yeah. So you are an ape. Do you have the ape stats?
I do.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Do you have the ape stats?
Well, yeah. I got them right here. So, but yeah, 100%. So you are a bit beefier than you. I mean, I feel like Benson is already pretty tall, right? But this fills him out in a way that his lanky body usually is not, as he is about as thick and as large as this owl bear that he's going face to face with right now.
I don't know if it's a good idea. I have just been dying to use the ape
Oh,
since I
yes.
saw it in this list, but it couldn't until level 4.
Oh, perfect.
I love it.
All right, so Ben, and you're gonna stay where you are, kind of like right face up with this thing.
Yeah, I'm full of way more confidence than I should have.
Okay, beautiful. So that ends Benson's turn. Back at the top of the round, it is the owl bear again. He looks at now these two in front of him. He is originally who was the one that attacked with this axe, really got a hit in on him. But seeing this giant, this camera disappeared again. Well, sorry, you guys don't get to look at my beautiful face.
Oh wait, this time we get.
Meh.
Oh, see, it's just totally black on mine. I don't ever get to see the fun faces that you guys do. I do like looking at my own face. Okay, so he is going to scratch the ape.
Scratchies?
And that's a 21 to hit ape.
Yep.
Ape.
So the ape takes 6 points of damage.
Okay. Actually,
Natural 1, not bad. And then after that, he kind of turns and also he's going to try to bite at Rin,
Right,
trying to keep
no traffic.
trying to keep everyone attacking him at bay. That's a 26 to hit, Rin.
Ooh.
Yeah. Hold on. I want to track the ape real quick. You know how many?
I have 13.
Oh, you know what? I rolled the wrong thing, Benson. I rolled the beak attack against you.
Okay.
So I'm going to say that he actually scratched at Rin, rather than, like, retconning things.
It scratched me?
Yeah, you're going to take 14 points of slashing damage.
Darn it.
And then from off to the side, you hear as now crashing through these trees, Q kind of looks over at the and sees Mama coming up. Much larger than the other one, towering over the lot of you. The only one, so sees Rin and Benson going after her baby, and immediately barrels towards them. Coming from the side she sees this big old ape as the worst threat. So that is going to be a natural 20, 27 to hit with the claws.
That would get me.
You're going to take 9 points. Oh, actually, that was a nat 20, so we're going to double that. 6, 7, 8, 13 points.
Dead.
Turn into a sad bird again.
Okay, yeah. As you get kind of like thrown back against...
Bird.
You get thrown back against this tree, turn into your sad bird form. Form of a sad bird. And then, with you kind of backed off, turns to Rin and bites at her.
While Rin's getting a bite attack, I'm going to go to the laboratory.
Alright, that is only a 5 to hit. Oh, no, I rolled a D2, not a D20, so that's why it was only a...
D2 minus plus 7.
That's going to be a 26 to hit instead, Rin.
Yeah, that'll do it.
What?
So you take 12 points of piercing damage, Rin.
No! I just got pierced.
You did. You got double pierced.
I want double pierced.
And with that, the owl bears have gone, and Rin, you are up. Q is on deck, up in the tree, watching all of this shit.
Can owl bears climb faster than they can run? Like a regular bear?
You can. Benson did get a natural 20 on his nature check, so he would know that, and you can certainly ask him on your turn, and he could answer it on his turn.
Cool. You percolate the idea. Cool, why are you geeking out? Cool, where did you go?
I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you were like
I
geeking
agree.
out. Wait, so what's going on? Who's going to go? My turn?
It's your turn, yeah.
Oh! On your turn, you can ask. I was like, oh, when's my turn?
Yeah, no, so I'm saying it's your turn now, so you can ask, you know, Benson, can this thing climb?
Listen, can these things climb?
So
They can run.
And now we wait.
Yes.
It's my turn.
Shoot, okay.
Alyssa, what do you mean you can't answer till your turn?
Yeah, seriously. Wake up. I'm gonna poke Kua, the spiny ball, and I'm gonna say, activate the treehouse!
Literally just
you do
poking
know that it
through.
hurts you if you poke the spiny ball, right?
I'm actually really careful to poke the spiny.
Because it will injure you if you poke it.
I'm gonna poke it with my foot.
Okay, anything else you are going to do?
No. Wait.
You have not taken an action or a bonus action yet, so you can, you've just said you've just asked a couple questions. So-
Gosh darn it! Oh, I don't know what to do! Alright, so both the mama and the baby are like on top of me.
Yes, definitely so.
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh! Okay. So, I have this thing where I can make weapons out of non-traditional materials.
Yup.
Can I, like, take my rope out and try to, like, swing myself onto the back of the owl bear?
You can certainly try. I'm gonna consider this kind of like a grapple, so you're gonna roll an athletics check to try to get onto the back. The mama or the baby?
The mama!
All right, yeah. Roll an athletics check, contested against the owl bear's athletics. That's good. An 18. That's a natural 1 for the owl bear. Yeah, you do. You take out your rope, you swing it around this thing's neck, and just swing onto this thing's back. You are the most unfortunate rodeo clown in the woods right now, as you are on the back of this thing. But I will say it is not able to reach you with its claws. You're in that part of its back that, like, you just can't quite scratch. However, this is an owl, so it can turn its fucking head around and bite at you. All right, so that is your action.
I guess I will. Yeah.
The
Okay.
world is familiar with what I'm going through right now. It's called exhaustion.
Anything else you would like to do? You can hand axe it as a bonus action if you choose.
I can what?
You can hand axe it
From the
as a
back.
bonus action.
Ooh, yeah, I definitely. Oh, yeah, I definitely want to hand.
Okay, and because it's now grappled, you can roll with advantage.
Wow.
Oh, I will hand axe the crap out of this bear.
Oh, killing a whole family.
17 is gonna hit. 8 points of slashy damage. Okay.
I'm just holding on to this back, slashing around with my hand axe.
Yeah. As you straddle and then begin to attack this mother in front of her child,
Q, it's your turn.
Like,
Does Rin have control at all of the owlbear? Like it has a bridle type of thing, or is she just holding on with the rope?
So she is holding on, but like has her full weight on this thing too. It is essentially grappled right now, which means it can still attack. Any attacks against it are at advantage. And it can't like move on its own.
Okay.
Focus.
Oh, this is rough. Okay. The baby's still up and fighting, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
very much so.
I'm gonna. Oh, let me make sure I can do this. Hold on. I want to cast sleep on the baby, but I want to make sure I'm within range of it.
You are
93.
definitely within range. Yeah, you guys are
Okay.
pretty
I'm
close
gonna
on top of each
cast
other.
sleep and see if I can at least put the baby to sleep temporarily.
Okay, yeah, cast sleep.
Oh my god, 29.
That is definitely enough for the baby. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So this, you watch it as it kind of sways. I'm doing like all my physical comedy stuff. You guys can't see me. The camera's not working. But it's masterful, let me tell you. And then just falls over asleep on the ground. The mother roars, not knowing what just happened to her kiddo.
Okay. I'm gonna stay where I am.
Okay.
I'm good.
So that is your action. You're good. Okay. Crawl is up next. Crawl fucking runs.
of course he does.
Yeah,
Forward.
Crawl runs away. Because Pua, you let go of the rope, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
He's got my manacle.
Yeah, two ropes dangling. He's like, fuck this, and just starts hoofing it about only like 15 feet away. He can't move super far. He is also taking the dodge action because he's looking his ass around to see if there's any other owl bears coming out of the woods. And that is Kroll. Pua, you are up. Benson's on deck.
All right, I'm gonna have a moment of regret for being such a weak person. And I'm gonna come out of my spiny ball and I'm gonna rip out one of my spines and I'm gonna shoot it at Crawl.
At Crawl? Okay. Roll to attack at disadvantage.
Why is it a disadvantage?
Because he took the dodge action.
Oh. Well,
Hey, are you into treehouse?
definitely did not hit him then.
7, no, will not. As you do, he's like, what are you doing?
It's the end of my turn.
All right.
I got nothing. There's nothing else I can do. So I'm out of spells. I'm useless.
All right,
Treehouse.
Benson, you are up.
Oh, that's what you wanted me to do. I forgot.
Yes, it was. Benson, owlbears can climb. They're fine with it. They climb around.
They're bears and owls. They can climb and they really like being in trees. It's in the names. Yeah. Oh, jeez. All right. So I've been knocked back from this thing, right? Roughly how far?
No, you are still. That was more of a flavor thing. Mechanically, you are still in range. You are still in melee with it.
Gotcha. So it's gonna get an attack of opportunity against me if I try to disengage.
It will, unless you use your action to disengage. But
yeah, I'm gonna use my action to disengage.
Okay.
And get away from it. Maybe say 20, 25. We'll say 25 feet.
Okay.
That's most of my movement.
Are you going into the clearing? Because the only way you could get 25 feet away is to go into the clearing, because then, you're not moving through that difficult terrain, the underbrush.
Gotcha. Everyone else is behind me, so no, I'll take the half movement and I'll go back towards the rest of the group. I don't want to go the opposite direction where everyone else is. So yeah, so I'll take, if I can move half my movement, right?
Yes.
So if I move 30, then I'll take 15 feet.
Okay.
and then yeah, I'm gonna at that point there. I think that's all I'm gonna do is just disengage, get out of the way, and grab my shield.
Okay, sounds good.
Don't walk around the house because you can't be seen.
I was double checking if a grappled creature has disadvantage on attacks, but they do not. Yeah.
A likely story.
It also doesn't say that a grappled creature... Yeah, maybe restrained, not grappled. I don't know. It's the same shit. Okay. So that ends your turn, Benson?
Yes.
And so we're back to the owl bear. One of them is sleeping. How long does sleep last for?
A minute.
Okay, so this is round 1. Mark them off for me.
Okay.
I mean, I don't
got
know
10
that.
rounds.
If this
It's
goes for
around
10
like
rounds,
6
then
seconds, right? Yeah.
is it a concentration spell?
No.
I didn't
Let
think
me
so,
double check,
but just double check.
I'm 99% sure now.
But while you're checking that, other mama, it turns
it's not.
okay, turns around to Rin, who is the only person in melee and the closest person to her baby owl, and is going to claw at you.
Wait, I'm still on the mama's back, right?
Oh, that's right, you're on the mama's back, so mama can't claw at you, but mama can turn her head a full 180 degrees, miraculously, and bite at you. That with a natural 20.
God.
Definitely hit.
All right, let's see. Okay, 16, 26. That is going to be 31 points of piercing damage.
Well, I am dead.
Oh my god.
What is it? Yeah, what is your max hit points?
41.
Okay, so it does not bring you negative your max hit points, so it's not an insta kill. Which is good. But yeah, with that, the owl, and I think Rin wasn't expecting this, but literally, all of a sudden, you're on this owl's back, and its face is looking directly at you. As it just bites right into your chest, rips you off its back, shakes its head like a dog with lockjaw, and just throws you into a tree as you fall down on the ground. The owl bear gives out a roar. Pua, roll a d4 for me. Even it goes after you, odd it goes after Benson. All right. It runs at Pua, just and goes to claw at you. That is a natural 20
Oh my god.
to hit.
Well, yeah.
And that is going to be 11 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
As this thing is frenzied, just totally fucking pissed right now. Going after everything around it. Rin, you are up. Large owl bear, 8 feet tall, in your face, has just slashed at you. What do you do?
Nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Rin. That was Pua just slashed. Rin, roll a death save. One success. Okay, mark it down. Q, you're up.
All right. I was gonna shoot at Mama.
Okay, yeah, roll to attack. At this point, the bear is like almost directly below you. 16 is gonna hit. Roll for damage on that as you just shoot directly down, sinking an arrow into her.
It's not grappled anymore, right?
She is not, no. But you do have you do have Pua in melee.
Okay. 6. 13.
13 points of piercing damage. Okay.
Ugh. And I'm gonna climb like 10 feet higher in the tree.
Yeah, absolutely. Q's like, fuck this, I am out. And easily enough gets 10 feet. You feel pretty good. Like you have a pretty good distance between you and your foe. Crawl is up. Okay, Crawl looks around at what's been going on. At this point, he's about 15 feet away from all of you. He kind of like looks down at his manacled hands, sees Rin on the ground, and he is going to
Keep on running.
yeah, but he is gonna use his action to hide.
Oh, okay.
I thought he was gonna hit me.
Yeah, no, he's
I knew he wasn't gonna help you, but
and he has, because we are in dim light because of the canopy above. He has something that gives him advantage on that. So for a stealth check, he gets a 15. So do any of you have a passive perception 15 or higher?
I do.
Okay. So you can kind of see, and Kroll he's pretty far away from you now, right? Because he'll move his full like 15 more feet of movement away before hiding, and you kind of see where he ducks in, but he moved kind of in the opposite direction that you did, so he's pretty far away and hidden from everyone else, though you did see where he kind of ducked into the underbrush. That's going to be Kroll's turn. Pua, you are up.
okay. So, can I get to Rin?
Yes.
So
Although if you move out of the owlbear's range, it will get an attack of opportunity.
am I in its range?
Yeah, it just attacked you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
So
Yeah. As you move out of the way, it slashes across your back, and
What the fuck?
I don't know what's happening, but that is a
You have to
54.
log out and come back in. Done with you.
Has anyone tried unplugging the owl bear and plugging it back?
I will let me.
You can roll that one again if you want, DM.
Yeah, no, I think that's gonna stand. Roll 2d8 plus 5, and then I'll refresh the screen to see if that does anything, because that's just a lot of that's a lot of nat 20s.
Yeah.
And I'm looking to make sure that
like every single roll.
yeah, and I'm not doing that like accidentally forgetting the D, so I'm just rolling a 20. But yeah, and they're all popping up green too. So let me roll for damage, and then I will refresh. So that's 16, 26 plus
Wasn't
5.
worth it.
That's 31 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm out.
No.
Oh my god. Benson!
I was
As,
gonna go help you too.
yeah, as Pua falls before the owl bear, I'm gonna reload really quickly. Sorry, stream. I love you all. We will get this up quick, but boy howdy, I don't want to keep rolling nat 20s if it is a software problem. Not something you need to deal with analog dice. Okay. Oh, good, and you can see my lovely visage again.
Do you think it will follow you, Q?
I don't know. I was the one that put its baby to sleep.
All right.
That sounds terrible.
There we are. That ends Pua's turn.
That ends Pua.
And Benson
Oh.
is up.
What
Yeah.
are you gonna do?
That's a good question. What am I gonna do? Yeah, I think the first thing. So I'm out of melee with this thing. I've got some distance from it. Correct?
Correct. Yeah. Yeah, you're approximately 20-ish feet away.
Okay, so I think the first thing I'd like to do then is I'm gonna cast. Well, who was gonna do that? But you know, I think it's still worth it. I'm gonna cast Entangle right where the owlbear is, kind of right on top of it, so that there's a 20-foot kind of square around it with it in the center.
Okay. And that makes it. Doesn't Entangle just make it difficult terrain?
It will hopefully hold it.
It'll restrain. Okay, it will restrain it.
Yeah, it doesn't do spike growth. Makes it difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Entangle just keeps it there.
Okay, yeah, perfect. So it's gonna make a save, right? What kind of save is it gonna make?
Strength, which I'm worried it'll be fine at, but
Yeah, he doesn't get bonuses on a save. That's only an 11.
but nope, it fails that, so it is restrained.
Okay. Yeah, as the tangle just grows up, the already thick overgrowth just wraps itself around the owlbear's legs as it tries to maneuver its way out, but can't quite manage it yet.
Awesome. And then with that, I'm going to stay where I am, but I am going to use a bonus action to cast Healing Word. Healing Word on Rin.
Okay.
For 6.
Yeah, Rin, you are back up with 6 hit points.
Thank goodness.
Okay. Does that end your turn, Benson?
That will end my turn.
Q, you are up.
So it is right beneath me and it's entangled, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Can I... I'm gonna drop down on it with my short swords, like, ah!
Oh, okay, so you're going to drop like 20 feet onto this thing?
Can I glide onto it with my...
You absolutely can. This is the first birdie thing we've done in this campaign, I think.
Yay!
Yeah, so Q, this crow, or sorry, this raven, sorry, I forgot my Poe, upon the branch, spreads her wings out and catches the wind and glides down. And just as you're above, your short sword comes out as you stab down at this creature at advantage.
Can I do regular bonus action?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So
Both
this
at
is
advantage because it is restrained.
Slick. Cool.
Yeah, 23 will definitely hit with that short sword.
Do I get sneak attack on sword?
Oh,
I have advantage anyway.
You have
so
advantage, so yes, yep. Anything that gives you advantage lets you use.
Okay,
Sneak
so
attack.
the first one is 10 plus 21 for the first one.
Nice. All right, that doubles the amount of damage this thing took.
Kill this bear.
Yeah, as your sword sinks in, about halfway up the blade, you yank it out as you go in with your dagger as well.
The second one, if it does a bonus attack, I don't add the extra if it hits, right?
Right. If it hits, you do not add your modifier. That's what it is.
16.
Which it does hit.
So I'll just roll 1d6.
Yes.
6.
And then 6 additional points of damage. Nice.
You.
Yeah, this thing roars again, just shaking its head back and forth, feathers falling off of it as it is trying to get out of this entanglement and getting stabbed in the process. Q, that ends your turn?
I'm still on top of it. Yeah, sure.
Okay. Crawl continues to crawl away, remaining hidden and is pretty fucking far away in the underbrush at this point. Pua, you are up.
Oof, made it. That's it.
All right. That is one success. Mark it down. Benson, you are up.
Wait, hold on. Isn't Ren up? Because I healed her, so isn't she now at the top of the initiative order?
Nope. Rin goes after the owlbears, and she was down on her turn. So she'll be back up when her turn comes around again.
Gotcha. Okay. If that's the case,
Where'd the music go?
yeah, I think...
Oh, it's playing.
It went away for a second.
Yeah, I think we will just cast Produce Flame, and we'll give it a toss.
Okay. 22, it is definitely going to hit, yeah. As this fire just hits into this owl bear, takes 5 points of damage. Benson, I think that does it. As the fire hits and this thing stuck in the tangles, like just getting more and more entrapped as it does and just falls over as some of the brush around it seems to burn, and as it's burning its feathers and you get this awful stench in the air, it no longer stirs.
Ugh.
Although there is still a baby quietly breathing to itself off to the side.
That's
Now
damage.
we're making
Oh,
orphans.
we killed its mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
None of this sits well with me.
Should we also just kill it?
We lit.
Hey,
Pua. Well,
Pua.
first of all, Pua, you can't say anything because you're dead, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kill it
Kill
so we don't feel as bad.
Might survive as an orphan. Can't we at least give it a chance?
Nope, stab it. It's gonna come after us when it wakes up. It only stays asleep for a minute.
Someone
Pooh-
pick me up and run
Pua,
away.
roll another death save as they're debating what to do with the owlbear.
Someone
Right,
kill Pua!
One failure.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, Pua, you come back up, staring, and I think as you come back up, right, your thought is still like, I must go protect Rin, and Rin's like standing there over you. Like, we gotta stab this thing, and you're like, oh, thanks, Benson.
And just for purposes, I have dismissed the vines that she would technically be, or he would be tangled in.
Perfect. Okay.
We need to get out of here. If we stab this baby, it's gonna wake up, and I don't know if I'm able to do anything. I've got barely anything left. I think
I've got another.
get out of here.
No status check.
I can make us stealthy. I can hide us, and we can get out of these freaking woods.
It's been almost a minute at this point.
Yes, I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace, and we are gonna. I think we run. I
Alright.
think we book it. Out
Let's
of
do
here.
it.
Yeah,
Go.
okay.
Bye bye.
Crow can figure it out on his own.
Crawl can go fuck
Do you want me to go get Cole? Because I can probably catch up with him.
You can certainly try. You don't know where he is. You have no idea, and this whole time you've been debating, he's been moving away further and further.
Alright, this is
But
right.
yeah, when he was hidden from you, too. So
Bye bye.
you have lost sight of Crawl at this point. Yeah, with Pass Without a Trace there, I would say you guys are able to move away. In the background, hearing the moaning wails
Stop!
of a motherless child owlbear, literally lost in the woods and figuratively.
It's just nature.
And yeah, that's what happened.
Can't believe Paul killed that owl bear's mom.
Owlbears are known for being rather ferocious, so the encounter that you saw, not terribly surprising, though unfortunate. You are able to move further away, continuing through this dense jungle, with Benson leading you onward. I do need Benson to make a survival check. In this thick growth, to make sure, without being able to see the sky above you, in order to not get lost and be able to continue in the correct direction.
Ooh.
And he does quite well. For the remainder of the day, you move looking for signs. You know, moss grows on a certain side of the tree or some shit like that. I don't live in the woods. And you're able to move in the general direction of the Avium. Which I realize, since I restarted, I have not put back up on the screen for our viewers. Yeah, so you are unaccosted for the remainder... Accosted? That was the most violent thing I've said today. For the remainder of the day, you are able to... Do you make the tree house to rest for the evening?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
because we said it would take 2 days to get there, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys rest, sleep for the evening, knowing that the next day you will be returning to the path of the Avium. You should get there. Anything you guys are doing that evening besides resting?
Resting, and we should probably have watches.
Yeah.
I can take the first one.
You all right there?
Who?
You sound like Brainy over there. You're like,
I'm so excited for watches. Q, why don't you go ahead and roll a perception check?
Perception, here I go.
You can, yeah, it's at disadvantage unless you have dark vision, which I'm not
I
sure if you do.
So 13.
Yeah, not able to see much through the underbrush before you, or below you, I suppose, as you are, 50 feet up in the air on this tree. Still not quite breaking through this large canopy in your large necklace tree that you have. And all around you, you hear the sounds of the forest at the night, right? You hear the sounds of insects, the sounds of larger predators off in the distance. A bit creepy, a bit unnerving, but your rest goes off without a hitch.
All right. Then we'll get some of those hit dice back.
At the end of, well, that's just the first watch.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
Yeah, so at the end of a long rest, you will.
Gotcha.
Who's gonna take the second and third watches?
I'll take the second watch.
All right.
I'll take the last one.
Okay, Rin can roll a perception check.
Yeah,
And she does have dark vision.
yeah, I do have dark.
Okay, so you can roll a straight roll, not at disadvantage. 22. Rin, you can see a bit further into the surrounding areas. With a 22 perception, at a certain point, I mean, you see lots of creatures moving around, like, right? Small nocturnal rodents running along the ground, some things climbing up in the trees, some birds flying around. But at one point, you're rather positive you see a pair of eyes, yellow and cat-like, looking at you from in one of the trees, though probably 10, 15 feet lower than you are and pretty far away. You cannot see anything else of whatever this creature is.
Right.
And after a while, it seems to move away. But it was definitely looking at, maybe not you particularly, but this tree that popped up out of nowhere in the middle of these woods.
Cool.
But otherwise, 50 feet in the air, nothing attacks you. Some bugs. They're kind of buggy.
I hate bugs.
Yeah, but you're all is safe as your watch ends and Pua takes over for the last leg.
Mm-hmm. Do I need to do something?
You can roll a perception check.
Okay.
If you have dark vision, it is a straight roll. If not, it would be at disadvantage.
Then I am disadvantaged.
An 8. Pua, you have a lot of trouble seeing in the dark. Still with this canopy over your head. It's, again, a bit unnerving. You can't see the stars. Really, you're very turned around. You're glad you have Benson with you to be able to navigate you in the direction of the Avium. Otherwise, you feel like you'd be rather lost here. But the evening comes to an end. You all regain all of your hit points. You each regain 2 hit die. your spell slots, and all the above.
Woohoo.
Yes.
Yeah, the morning comes down and you all wake up, getting yourselves ready and putting your things away as the telltale 8. How long does the tree last? It lasts 8 hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as that telltale 8 hours is up, as it starts to rather quickly just sink back into the ground, becoming the little necklace that Pua wears around his neck as he reaffixes it.
Back to it, I guess.
Okay. Benson, roll a perception check or a survival check. I'm going to say either one as you try to like orient yourself to make sure you're heading in the right direction, make sure you know where you're going.
No.
Okay. A natural 1. Cool. Cool. So you are kind of in this clearing as, you know, a lot of the brush and things were pushed out of the way as, you know, you created this magical tree for the evening. And Benson, explain what this looks like as Benson is trying to like really find his way in these woods.
Yeah, I think he's kind of looking around, but he's a little embarrassed. He doesn't want anyone to know that he's not found his way. So it's very kind of like he'd probably be better off if he was just very open about looking around and kind of getting a better feel. But he's still marching very confidently, kind of pushing stuff. Like I definitely know where I'm going,
Mm-hmm.
but clearly not exactly sure.
Yeah, and is everyone else kind of like stepping back and letting Benson get a lay of the land, or are you all just kind of like following him and as he like turns and that kind of thing, like going along with him?
I have 100% faith in Benson because I hate the woods.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little panicked, but I don't want anyone to know that.
Okay.
Benson, you're so good at this.
It's like the only thing I'm supposed to be good at.
Yeah, and you're pushing away and through, and eventually, as you're going, you kind of stop for a minute, and you look back at your friends, and you're like, "Wait a minute, I think this was the wrong way."
Yeah, I might have messed up everyone. Sorry.
Ruh-roh.
I thought it was right, but then I wasn't so sure, and it's been a while. It's been a long time since I wasn't sure.
Q, roll a d4 for me.
We've been walking for hours.
You guys walk Benson, Rin, Pua, Q. Okay.
Yes.
There is a slight shift in the undergrowth right to the left of where you're walking, right? Too minuscule to almost even see until out of the undergrowth jumps a large creature. This thing, panther-like, except for the horns on its head, its glowing yellow eyes, and the leaf-like forest growth on its back that has allowed it to hide from you as it stalked along behind you. The creature that you were warned about in this area, the forest prowler, jumps out.
Oh, it's cute.
Wait, put it back. I missed it.
Oh, sorry. I can put it back.
Oh,
It's hard to see.
okay.
It's a dark picture. So, this forest prowler immediately goes after you, growling and clawing. It is going to attack 3 different times at you at advantage in a surprise round because none of you knew it was there. So at first it is going to claw at Benson.
Yeah.
And that's an 18 to hit. It is going to claw at Pua. And that's a 23 to hit. And it is going to bite at Rin. And that is going to be a 22 to hit.
Damn.
And I didn't even roll
Get
an
out of
advantage
here.
there.
We're
So,
done for tonight. Bye, everybody.
Rolling way too high.
okay, so for the claw against Benson is going to take 9 points of slashing damage. Pua is going to take 7.
Ooh.
And then Rin, you are going to take 12 points of biting damage as all of a sudden this fury of claws and teeth kind of pounce out around you. This thing then bounds along to the other side. And attempts to hide in the underbrush, but with a natural 1, you all can see exactly where it is as I need you all to roll initiative.
Oh.
Yeah. It does figure obviously a battle with some owl bears is kind of similar to Forest Prowler, but not quite.
Well, at least we rested.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. It looks like 17 Pua's up first.
Yeah.
Pua, this thing is kind of crouching down, but you saw exactly where it went, and its yellow eyes are staring out at you under the growth. What do you do?
I'm going to cast Calm Emotions.
Okay. What kind of save is that? Charisma?
I think so, yes.
Oh, this... I love spells like that it's like, well, if this spell works, we might not even be fighting this thing.
Yeah, me too.
A charisma, so that's a lovely -1. That's a 2!
Hey.
Alright, so let's, before I even write down all these numbers that we just rolled. Terms express of strong emotions, each humanoid... It's not a humanoid, it doesn't work.
No! Fine!
Oh no!
Yeah, so I would say Pua would know that. I will let you do something else as an action and not waste that spell slot. Yeah. Yeah, Pua would know that it only works. I'll be a kind and benevolent DM this time. Since I got all those weird ass nat 20s earlier.
Appreciate it. All right, in that case, I'm going to try and cast Command instead.
Okay. Now, if Command can only be cast at a humanoid, I'm not going to be nice like that twice, so...
Hold on. I mean, it doesn't say it on my sheet. Can I bring up its bubble?
Yeah, bring up its bubble.
It just says one. It says one creature.
Yeah, no, that should be fine then. Speak one more command to a creature you can see.
That's definitely a creature.
Yep.
It's a big old critter.
Yep, creature. Yeah, the term definitely matters. So.
I'm gonna say.
Stay.
I was stay sleep.
What is
if I tell it to sleep,
so what kind of save does it roll? Wisdom. Okay. That's a 19, so it does make it save.
Saved.
Yeah, it is much more wise than it is charismatic, this beast.
Well, I tried. Sorry, y'all.
What am I missing? Oh, Benson has it.
That's it.
Okay, so that is Pua's turn. Rin, you are up. Q, you're on deck.
Is it, when it bounded across the other side, like, how far away is it?
Yeah, so it is... I'm trying to see what its movement is and make sure it doesn't have like any. So it is about 15 feet away from you, not terribly far.
Okay. Well, I don't want to keep killing all these cute little critters, but I don't want to die either. So I'm gonna whip it.
Okay, roll to attack. That is a 25 is definitely going to hit this creature, yeah. 8 points of slashing damage from a whip. Okay, yeah, you kind of whip its side and it growls out at you, showing its teeth. You're not sure if it's more pissed that it got whipped or that it now knows that you all know where it is. That is your attack. Anything else you'd like to do? Or your action, sorry.
Oh, good.
Okay. After Rin, Q, you are up.
I'm a short bow it. Nope.
No, 10 is not going to quite do it. It is quicker than that. As it jumps to the side as you shoot, now aware that it is not hidden from you. Anything else you would like to do?
Can I use my cunning action to hide myself?
Yeah. You roll a stealth check.
24.
24, yeah. You, Q kind of dives into a bush, and entirely disappears from sight.
I'm done.
Okay. It is now the Prowler's turn. The Prowler turns and bounds into a tree. This creature you watch easily jumping limb to limb, climb 40 feet into this tree without even trying. And then with a 12 attempts to hide. Although, again, I think most of your passive perceptions can probably see it at a 12.
I can't.
You can't?
I have 11.
All right, yeah, so keep in mind, Q, you are not able to see this forest prowler, nor is it able to see you, though. And it is 40 feet up in a tree. That is its... Well, he didn't even use an action, I guess, but he's not really going to use an action. He's going to hang out up there for a sec. He'll use the dodge action, because he didn't like the arrow that you shot at it. Okay. Benson, you're up.
Yeah, so if it's 40 feet up in the tree, roughly how far does that then make it from me? Because I assume there's also some displacement from being like...
Yeah, it was 40 feet, so like 50 feet away from you.
Cool. We're going to try to cast Fairy Fire at it.
Fairy Fire, okay. Is that a dex save?
It is a dex save, which I thought I clicked the button, but I don't think I did.
I think it has advantage on those.
Try it again.
No. Nope. Just has advantage on... Oh, it has advantage on its stealth checks, y'all. So I'm going to see again if it's hidden. No, that's even worse than the last roll. So let him roll that dex save. That's a 20, a dirty 20.
Yeah, so it is where it's still illuminated from being in the bubble, it just won't follow it.
It won't follow it. Right. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so it took the dodge action, but then you used Fairy Fire, so any attack against it with these dancing lights around it would be a straight roll at this point.
Perfect.
All right. After Benson... where did I write these numbers down? Q... No?
Nope.
Where did I write these numbers down?
After Benson is Rin, I think.
I thought 4 was
After
I'm
Benson...
top of the round.
Yeah, it is back to the top of the round. Everyone has had a turn, so Pua, you are up.
Okay. So it's up in a tree.
Yes. And
It's
you
not
are
trying to attack us.
It has attacked you. It is not currently attacking you because it is in a tree.
Okay. Sorry that I'm doing this like recap with you. Did Fairy
You're
Fire
good.
work?
It is in the Fairy Fire area currently.
Okay. So I can see it even better?
Yeah, so if you attack, it would be a straight roll because it would otherwise be disadvantage. because it used the
Okay.
dodge action.
If it's not actively attacking us, then I'm going to hold guiding bolt and wait for it to make some sort of assault at us first.
Okay, good to know. That is your action. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, just hold that.
Okay. With that, Benson, you're... Nope. Rin is up.
I don't have any ranged attacks. So can I just hold my action?
What action are you holding?
What did I take out? My whip? My whip.
Okay. And if it comes into range, you're going to whip it?
Heck yeah.
All right, Q, you are up. You are hidden,
I'm hidden.
but you can't
And-
see it.
I can't see it, right? So
Correct.
Wait, I thought it was illuminated now.
The area is illuminated, but it made its deck save.
Gotcha.
I
Yeah.
also have terrible passive perception, so I'm just gonna hang out here in the underbrush.
All right.
Can I hold my action until I see it again?
Yeah, definitely can. So keep that in mind that you're holding that action. And that would be an arrow?
Yeah.
Okay. After Q is the Prowler's turn. It doesn't like that you can all see it. And it definitely doesn't like this fairy fire around. You watch it jump to another tree and kind of circle you, like it's now like coming around to stalk you. It is going to try again to hide, and is then as its bonus action. So I'm going to see if you know where it is before I tell you any more info. That's a 15. So Benson can still see it. Can anyone else?
How do I catch that?
It's half perception towards the bottom. You're not very wise, so I bet you can. Oh, sorry, a little higher up. 15. Oh yeah, you're good.
Okay, so Benson and Pua, what's your passive perception?
Mine's 13.
Okay, so
Did I
Pua,
make
this
that
thing
up?
disappears. You can't see where it is anymore.
Ugh. Okay.
So Benson and Rin, you watch this thing. It kind of like goes a little closer to the ground, so it's only about 20 feet above the ground and before you. And you see it there, almost disappeared into the stream, but can still make it out. And it's doing that cat butt wiggle thing that's saying, I want to pounce at you.
No.
And he's going to take the dodge action again, and it's going to end its turn. But because it was kind of far away, because it didn't like getting shot at. But Benson, you are up.
Well, if I can see it, then I think we're going to try to hurt it.
Yeah, roll to attack.
Yeah, so what we're going to do is... what are we casting? Yeah, we're going to cast, I think, Moonbeam at it.
Okay, is Moonbeam a save?
I believe so. I'm going to send it in.
I think it's a deck save, but why don't we look?
Drop that.
Yeah, that rolled the damage for it.
Well, it did, didn't it? And I did it on the wrong character, too. So let me click on
Let's see.
40 feet high, with cylinder, Constitution saving throw.
It's a Constitution save. Okay. It gets a +2. So that's only a 13, which I do not think is going to make it.
It will fail, so it'll take the full damage of 8.
Yeah, so it takes 8 points of damage as this big beam of light comes down upon it.
Can I see it now?
Nope.
Damn. It's like literally right in front of my face. I'm like, I don't know, guys.
Yeah. You don't know if Benson's casting this thing. Be like, is that where it is?
I thought it was over there.
An engulfed and ghostly flame. Yeah, but it does not illuminate the creature. So, no, it is still hidden from view of you, Q. Hidden from view of you, Q. That was fun to say. Benson, that ends your turn?
That ends my turn.
Pua, you are up, but you can't see this thing.
It hasn't tried to like assail us, has it? It's just been running further away.
You don't. Well, you saw it run into the tree and then it disappeared from view.
Oh well, I'm just gonna keep holding my guiding bolt then, because it
Okay.
hasn't come at us.
So you already cast the guiding bolt. You'll have to that's not a cantrip, is it?
What do you mean I already cast it? I never cast it.
You did. So when you hold a spell action, you need to mark that off because you cast that spell to be able to release it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So this turn you would have to recast guiding bolt. Yeah, the idea, but you hold that action because you cast it as the action, and it's like you have the spell, and you're just waiting for your reaction to release it whenever you see something.
Oh. Well.
Which it has not shown itself, since.
I'm gonna cast Thaumaturgy.
All right.
All
All right. Explain what this looks like. Explain what's happening here.
I'm just gonna that's right. You run away.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Pua is magically amplifying the loudness with which he is taunting the beast. Roll a something check. I don't know. Intimidation.
I want it to run away from us. I want to scare it. So.
Sure. You can roll intimidation, and that'll depend on an 11. Okay. Cool beans. All right.
I like that 22.
So that is your
A little bit better.
Thaumaturgy is an action, right? So that is your action. Anything else you would like to do?
Anybody too hurt? Do I need to take care of anybody? All right, cool. Bye.
Rin, you are up.
How far away is it from me?
You don't know. You can't. Oh no, you can see it. So it is approximately 20 feet from where you guys are.
What's the range on your whip?
What is the range on my whip? How do I find
it? It is.
Colin.
How my whip's like 60 feet away? That's wild.
Are you like 60 feet? That can't be right.
I didn't put it in.
A whip? No, I think it's 10 feet. I think a whip has reach, which means instead of 5, you get 10 feet. Are you looking at like Vine Whip, like the spell Vine Whip, maybe?
When you click on it, it says range self 60-foot cone, but then further down it says 2 creatures within 5 feet.
Okay.
Which is interesting. 2 creatures within 5 feet.
I think that might be a weird version. I thought a whip. Let me see. I have like 5 books open in front of me. I thought a whip just had reach. But 1d4. Yeah, that is correct. So it does 1d4 slashing. It is a finesse weapon, which means you can use your dexterity or attack modifier, and it has reach, which means you can attack something 5 feet away without having to get in its melee.
Gotcha. Okay. Can I take the 2 ends of my coat and just start flapping them and just start screeching and yelling and stomping my feet and just being really loud and obnoxious?
Before you do that, make an insight check.
Uh-oh.
Really quick. 12. I'd say with a 12, this creature is hunting you. Right? It is actively hunting your party. It probably has been hunting you for a while and stalking you and has finally decided to attack. You don't necessarily know you're going to be able to scare it off because you are its intended prey.
Alright, scratch that. Can I run at it and whip it?
Yep, you can do that.
Alright, let's do that.
Oh, wait, no, you can't. It's 20 feet in a tree, so you can't reach. Unless you climb a tree first.
I don't have a ranged... Oh wait, I have a longbow. I never used my longbow.
You're like open your coat of weapons and are like, oh, I forgot about
Oh, I didn't even
this
know
like
I had that.
this like
Biggest
6
one
foot
that she has.
this like 6
I
foot
don't have any ranged weapons.
What?
It's like the Mary
Oh,
Poppins
I'm just
bag.
not
I've been
prepared.
wearing it as a
There we go.
belt, but okay.
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna take out my longbow
Yeah.
and I'm gonna shoot that.
Yeah, roll to attack with a longbow.
No.
But an 8, yeah, you haven't used this thing in a while, man. You just
No.
wing. I think Q is like, there it is, like wherever your arrow is, and you're like, Q, it's not there though. That's not it.
Oh no.
Yeah, so that is your action. It is not going to hit. Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
No.
Okay, after Q, it is the Prowler. The Prowler, Pua, you ended up getting the attention of this creature when you were shouting at it, but not in a way to intimidate it off. Instead, it is going to run and slashy / attack, all of it, right at you.
Cool.
And because you can't see it, because it was hidden from you, it is going to, all of its attacks are at advantage.
Great.
So this is the first claw attack is a 22 to hit.
Oof.
Yep.
That's 11 points of slashing damage.
Oh, I thought the next one was an 11. Son of a
No,
bitch.
11 points of slashing. The next.
Hold on.
That's fine. I'm just gonna roll to attack
Okay, go
again.
ahead.
The next is gonna be a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be 5, just in that one, so that's 5 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then the bite attack is going to be
Fuck.
a 23 to hit.
Yeah. You rolled a d20 twice there.
Yes, because it's at advantage, all these attacks.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, and I also need you to make a strength saving throw,
Why?
because it pounced at you.
Oh. It's a 19.
So you are able to keep your footing, which is fine. Did I roll for damage on the bite? No, I didn't.
No.
So, but just damage. And that is 15 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Was anyone, and at this point, anyone that was holding an attack can attack. So I think Q was holding an attack.
I was holding an arrow, yeah.
Yeah, so
until-
you can roll to attack with that. I think you were the only one.
Go. 23.
23 is gonna hit. Yeah, roll for damage on that.
6. Do I get
Six.
sneak attack on that?
Yeah, Pooh is in melee.
15 total.
15, nice. Okay. With that, the arrow hits it in the side. It growls, it turns, it runs back off into the brush again.
What?
And is going to attempt to hide again. Pua, you can take an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, good.
Can an attack of opportunity be inflict wounds? Like, can I cast a spell?
No, it has to be a melee attack, like a melee weapon attack.
Well, oh, okay, because inflict
Yeah.
wounds is a touch spell.
It is a touch spell, but a melee weapon attack.
Okay, so I'll just smack it with my mace then.
Sure.
14.
14 is not going to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a quick creature, so it jumps out of the way. And then, but you can all see where it is, because it only rolls an 8. It's about 20 feet off as it turns and looks at you, kind of strafing around, stalking you. Again, Benson, you are up.
Yeah, I'm going to use my action to just move the moonbeam
Sure.
up to where it is.
Yeah, and then it makes another...
Yep. Oh, I didn't mean to hit the button, but yes, it'll make another Constitution save.
Okay. That's a 16.
So that would pass, so it takes half damage.
Half damage, so it'll take 4 points of moon damage. 4 points of Clefairy damage.
And then I'm also going to use a bonus action to cast Healing Word on Pua.
Okay.
I'm excitedly just, it's there!
Benson very kindly pointing it out to a lot of you.
Pua will regain 9 points as I do that.
Okay,
Thank you.
perfect. That ends your turn.
That'll end my turn.
Pua, newly rejuvenated. It is your turn.
I am running in to grab it and inflict wounds.
Okay, yeah. Pua just fuck this thing. Goes right up to it, pushes through the
Pua's
underbrush,
had fucking
reaches
enough.
out, and that's an attack spell, so roll to attack.
Okay, give me 1 second. I have so many things expanded that I can't even see what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I do a hybrid. I got some, analog. I got some digital. It's this good balance that I've found in the last year of online play.
on! Oh,
Pua, there's a lot of shit on the ground. You kind of...
It's in the moonbeam. It's in the moonbeam, though.
No, it doesn't give advantage. Moonbeam does not
Oh,
give
come
advantage.
on!
Fairy
I
fire
never get to
still
do
so
anything.
The fairy fire is 40 feet in the tree, and actually that was a concentration spell, I believe. So when Benson was concentrating on Moonbeam, the fairy fire would have dispelled as well.
I can see Q shooting the fairy fire area, even though it's long gone.
Yeah, so this thing, it bites at you, and you're just unable to get purchase on it as you are in front of the creature. Anything else you'd like to do, Pua?
No.
Okay, Rin, you are up. Q is on deck.
How does this thing look?
Not that
really
bad.
fine.
Ugh!
Oh.
Sorry. How far away am I? Is it still elevated?
No, it is on the forest floor right now.
Ooh, okay. So I'm gonna run up to it and we're gonna hand axe at it.
Okay, yeah, you run up, just fucking hand axe flailing.
Alright, so here's the first one.
22 is going to hit, definitely.
We'll hit the
6 points of slashing damage.
and I'll use my bonus action to spin around and dual wield my second one.
Nice.
Okay, one.
20 is also definitely going to hit. Yeah, roll for damage on that as well.
13, hell yeah.
Well, I think that first one is going to be 5 because you wouldn't add the bonus +2 to it.
Wouldn't she, because of her 2-weapon fighting?
Oh, she has 2-weapon fighting. I forgot. That's right. Never mind. Yeah, so it would definitely do that. Thank you for the correction. Yeah, at that point, as your axes hand into it, you get a couple good marks. This thing is starting to breathe heavy. Was probably not expecting quite the fight you're going to put up. It is starting to look a little bit bloodied at this point. Rin, that is your turn.
Yes, that's
Okay. Q, you are up.
Okay, and I can see it, right?
You can, yes. It's doing a very bad job at hiding.
I shoot another arrow at it.
Okay, roll to attack.
Pew! 21.
Definitely gonna hit. 21. And Pua and Rin are both in melee, so you get sneak attack. 3 plus 8 is 11.
sneak attack the cat, sneak attack cat.
Yeah, as your arrow hits, this thing just growling, looking at the lot of you. Just hunger in its eyes and just fucking pissed off as it's gnashing its jaw, looking at the lot of you. Anything else you would like to do, Q?
Can I use my cunning action to hide again?
Yes, you can hide it as a bonus action, definitely. Roll stealth check.
16.
16. Okay. You're not entirely sure if you're completely hidden from this thing, but you feel pretty hidden. Okay.
I'm confident in my abilities.
Yeah. As you should be. All right. So this creature, with Pua and Rin right in front of it.
Sorry. I didn't mean to do that.
It already attacked Pua, so it is going to attempt to take you down.
Me?
Yeah, you're the one it already hit, so you're the weakened target.
Good for me. It's a beautiful day to die.
But the attacks are not at advantage because you can see it. So the first one is a 10 to hit.
No.
As you jump back out of the way, the second claw
No.
comes and it's a 9 to hit.
No. Also, no.
Okay, the bite attack goes towards you. It's a 16.
That is my armor class.
Yeah, so it does hit as it sinks into your arm. Pua screams out
Son of a
as he
bitch.
takes.
You're a man of the cloth.
As it takes dead.
As it 16 points of piercing damage.
Are you dead?
I am dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've died twice today.
Grabs, shakes Pua, throws him into a tree, and the bloodthirsty eyes look forward towards you, Rin. Benson,
I
you're
love
up.
that it missed me twice and it still managed to kill me.
Yeah, it hit. Well, it hit with the good attack. Its claws. I mean, its bite is more powerful. Is the more powerful attack. Oh, actually, it's gonna run away after that. Like back
Wait
up
a second.
and try to jump into a tree. Yep.
One of the times you attacked me, you rolled 2d8 plus 4 and got a 16.
That is true. I don't know why it did
Yep.
that.
Yes, it is. Check that.
Okay.
You can run and tell that.
What about a 15?
Ah! You missed.
Okay. Yeah, so that attack did not happen. It is still then going to, as its bonus
You can run and tell that.
So it does attempt to, it's going to run up into the tree again, clawing at it and climbing away from the two of you. You can both take attacks of opportunity if you choose.
Kill it. Kill it.
I'm gonna mace it again.
I think
Mace
I've
it in the face.
Mace in the face.
12 is
Missed.
not going to do it.
Oh.
23 is, though, with the hand axe. So
I just
roll
want to kill it. I just wanted to kill it.
5 points of damage. Okay. So it runs into the tree, and it is 13 hidden. So everyone but Q can see this thing. But
Wait, my passive perception is 13.
then you can see it. Yes.
I can see it. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
Guys,
So
this thing is so
you can,
sneaky.
but it is again about 30 or so feet up in the canopy. And Benson is up.
Yeah, so we're going to. So, roughly how long in like rounds is 1 minute? I don't actually know that.
10.
10.
A
Okay.
round is about 6 seconds.
Okay, so I still have to zoom up then.
Yes.
And it's 40-foot height, so it'll still be able to hit it.
You will, yes.
And it's disengaged from melee combat, so we don't have to worry about hitting anyone.
Correct.
So we're just going to move that moonbeam at it again. We're just
All right.
dragging this thing around.
Con save. Oh, that's supposed to be +2, so it's actually -1. That's a 6, which I do not think is going to save. So it'll take the full 13 points of damage as your moonbeam goes into it.
Does that knock it out of the tree?
Yeah.
It should.
Actually, that's going to totally knock it out. Benson, for the second time today, you take out the baddie. Explain what this looks like as it gets knocked out by a beam of moon.
What does it look like? It's like it's a pretty awkward movement. Benson's really only ever cast this once before. It's something that he's practiced a lot in private. But as Grandma Benjamina has often reminded him, he's a terrible failure who can't cast any cool spells.
Yes, yes.
So he's really kind of unwieldy, like it's a really frantic movement, trying to like inch its way, like halting and stopping as the moonbeam kind of makes its way over. But as it hits the edge of the kind of circle, that 5-foot circle, as the edge of that hits this creature, it just starts to burn up, and it eventually is just gone as this bright white column that somehow Q can't see anything in. It doesn't make any sense.
I'm like facing the other way, like
Where is it?
You're like straight up. You're convinced it's in the canopy. We're like, it's down this way, and you're just like, it's up there, right?
I can imagine her having like the Ardor voice. Oh, I could see. I can't do the Ardor voice.
That's why I get paid the big bucks, darling.
It's just the.
And then it burns up.
It does. It burns up. It's
Gross.
pretty gross. As usual, Benson has killed something. Feels horrible about it. Feels horrible. Doesn't like any of it. Just special pizza. Benjamina doesn't like that he grows.
Yeah. Yeah, Benson's killing a lot of nature today. Yeah, as this thing burns up and is mad dead.
Yay! Dead cat.
Did it?
Yeah, definitely. Pua, roll a death save.
I'm not dead.
Oh, you were healed. Sorry.
No, I wasn't healed. You messed up.
Oh, that's right. The attack.
What
The
ain't
Try
attack didn't
again.
happen.
trying to kill Pua? And he's like, nope.
Run and tell that.
Fardia protects, I guess.
Yeah.
Fardia.
Fardia's like, not today, sucker.
All right. Yeah. At that, yeah, you are all alive
That was a
And-
very cool noise that you just made.
in
Pua.
different, in different levels of well and unwell after the encounter.
Ooh, what's that?
Just to get a nice segue into the next session. After we had a whole lot of battle this time, right? You guys continue to make your way, knowing that the main predator that has been rumored to be around this area has been destroyed.
Vanquished.
Although you have lost Crawl, your erstwhile prisoner, you make your way towards the Avium. And this is what you see.
Oh,
Four
God, hold on.
Four gigantic circular stone platforms float alongside several towers and spires in the air above you. These structures slowly rotate around a leafless and branchless tree trunk made from solid stone. The trunk towers hundreds of feet high, and the orbiting structures appear to connect to stone bridges, which jut out of the trunk near its upper levels. You see two perch guards in crenellated watch posts. I don't know what crenellated means. Above the entryway of this petrified trunk. They greet you, and moments later, a robed, bespectacled, yes, raptor glides down to land at your feet. And that is where we will pick up next time.
Woo!
Crenellated is a wall that has battlements. A crenellated wall is a wall with battlements.
Okay. So the perch guard, so it's like fortressy around library
Yeah.
town. Okay.
Cool.
Crenellated.
Who said this couldn't be an educational program?
You know, this, looking back at my 2020, I did read a lot of fantasy kind of stuff, and I do realize when I don't know a word, it does tend to be those like medieval, fantasy kind of terms.
Yes.
I guess I'm not great with those. Thank you guys for playing Dungeons and Dragons with me today. I know I went a little bit longer than usual. We had a whole lot of battling going on.
Also,
And now we're gonna go to a library.
Yay!
Mhm.
Actually, I think that we're gonna go to bed.
Yes, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna make coffee for the morning. Let that
Mhm.
percolate. So just to give you guys a heads up on just like the flavor of this next chapter of the Humblewood, it's very intriguey, right? It's very much you guys finding out info. So definitely, it's less of a hack and slash. It's less of a I don't know, sneak in infiltration kind of thing, like it was in the Bandit Fortress. It's very intriguey. So a little bit different, just a little.
Sweet.
But we'll see everyone. Thank you everyone that was watching. Wow, look at all those viewers. I can't believe it. And
500.
yeah, well, don't give the numbers away. It's a secret. I don't know. But thanks a lot. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.